People around the world, you will know this particular picture, this particular look. That's right, they are the celebrated beefeaters at the Tower of London. It's said, of course, that if they go, then the ravens go, then the whole thing collapses. It's one of those instant images from around the world that everybody knows, don't they? Founded in 1485 to protect royalty, the beefeaters are now very much part of the tourism trade. Whenever you go to the Tower of London, I don't know if you've been or you've not been lucky enough yet to visit, but if you do come over to London, do take it in. It's fascinating because literally it is, the place that everybody went to, many people say, to meet their sad demise. But all the walls, everything's just seeping with history. And as I say, this particular look is fascinating when you think about it because, the beefeaters, well, we just kind of know. We learnt about them very early on in our education over here in the United Kingdom and no doubt across the Commonwealth. But now there's a bit of a backlash regarding them. And as ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to see you. Nice to have your company. Yes, if you go to the Tower of London, you might bump into one of the 88 plus beefeaters who also live on the premises. Not a bad job, but as one of them told me, a lady beefeater, she said, it's all very well. She said, but there's no lifts. It stairs all the way. Oh, could you imagine? In that outfit too during the summer. It's the outfit though that's causing a bit of a backlash over here with the anti-monarchists because as we're now 100 days away to our wonderful coronation, all the ciphers obviously have to be changed on their uniforms. Now, according to a very good source, they decided to try and unpick the ER and restitch, the cipher of King Charles, that brand new cipher. But sadly, there's some damage. The uniforms are old, some don't really look particularly good. And let's face it, we can't have one of our most celebrated, iconic statuses, can we? Looking shoddy. It's not what the world wants to see, not on such an historical event. Now, according to a very good source, these particular uniforms can be anything up to £2,000 each. You can imagine a bit of a colossal bill. But the Tower of London is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the world. But as ever, the mainstream media have got the wrong end of the stick because the whole funding doesn't necessarily come out of the public purse. But this is a story that's, shall we say, breaking forward. What's fascinating here, as I say, is a lot of people would then be the first to complain, wouldn't it, on Coronation Day to say, don't they look a mess? The CR, the cipher doesn't look good, all looks faded. But then on the other hand, we don't want to pay for it. Well, here's the news for those that are very confused about this particular look and these particular ladies and gentlemen who do such a good job, not just as tourists, but genuinely protecting the Tower of London, even to this day. Well, it won't cost you. But the bottom line is, once again, the mainstream media get the wrong end of the stick. And when you think about it, as I say, this particular look has been around since 1485. Whatever it costs, isn't it simply worth preserving? As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular breaking news story in the comments below. And did you ever go to the Tower of London? Did it live up to expectations? And more importantly, did you see the ravens? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.